Scene set in a dark, tense room where a group of people stand nervously around a towering, armored figure. This scary spacey villain, Darth Vader, uses his spooky powers to threaten a group of sneaky helpers. He pops the head of one person with his bare hand and says people were safer when his mean rulership, the Empire, made everyone follow orders. Even though others are shaking, he grins. I'm still here to protect you, meaning he's the real scary big boss everyone wishes wasn't around anymore. In this scene, a strong leader is talking to their people, saying they'll keep everyone safe and happy, but it's a big job. They need money to do it, especially since the Empire isn't helping anymore. The leader hopes the Empire will miss them and ask to come back. Then, with a serious tone, they tell the group the tough part. They'll have to collect more resources from the people to keep everything running. It's a mix of hope and hard choices. In this scene, a worried worker is talking to a leader called Your Excellency about big problems. The worker says pirate ships are attacking the town's trade routes like the paths ships take to trade goods, and the town is losing money. The leader gets angry, thinking their protection isn't working, but the worker says there's something else wrong. Finally, the leader orders everyone to leave, frustrated they're not solving the problem, and warns them to fix it or face consequences. It's a tense moment when the leader storms them out. In the middle of a mission, a strange warning goes off on their spaceship. A robot named HAL, who usually keeps things running smoothly, says someone might be in trouble but tries to sound calm. The crew checks on them anyway, but HAL keeps insisting there's nothing to worry about even as things start to feel more serious. It's a tense moment where everyone wonders if HAL is telling the truth or hiding something scary. In this action scene, a group of brave soldiers is fighting their way through a tough situation. One commander shouts, "Lay down cover fire," which means the team starts firing their guns to distract the enemies and protect their teammates. Meanwhile, others rush to check out bars, probably looking for a hidden escape route or secret passage behind some bars. It's chaotic, but everyone works together to survive. A little bunny named EB bounces excitedly toward a skateboard. His friend is nervous, but EB grins and shouts, "Hop on." So the friend jumps on the board, and EB zooms off, starting their crazy adventure through the city together. They race past cars and buildings, laughing all the way. In this scene, two people are talking about a mission to catch someone. One person asks the leader, "Did we get him?" But the leader says they haven't yet. That makes the helper feel determined to keep trying, because they will catch the mysterious guy soon. It's part of a big adventure where everyone's on a super serious mission to stop him. In the movie, a group of brave adventurers is searching for someone they thought had escaped. Suddenly, they realize he's hiding right underneath their boat or maybe a ship or submarine. They shout excitingly that they finally spotted him and pull him up. Just as they catch him, danger strikes, and they quickly prepare to shoot powerful weapons to protect themselves. The scene ends with a big, action-packed blast. Oh, the team is confused. They're not sure if their mission worked yet, and one of their friends, Walker, disappeared and isn't answering. Everyone gets worried and sends more people to help find Walker and finish the job. They all get ready to rush in and solve the problem together. In a big spaceship, some friends are talking fast. One says they found the Mandalorian, a brave hero in cool armor, but then someone asks if he's caught, and suddenly zoom exclamation, something spooky is flying up there in the dark. Are they in trouble? Get ready for an adventure. A man is hiding on the roof, and some soldiers are trying to find him. A leader gives orders quickly, telling people to move in and stop him. Two pilots are told to get up there and help, even though they're not fighters. Time is running out as the man tries to open a hatch, and the others rush to stop him before he escapes. It's a fast and dangerous moment with lots of action. A person is trying to take a really important photo, but they're panicking because they're running out of time. They're muttering to themselves, frustrated they haven't captured the perfect shot yet. You can tell this picture means a lot to them. They're determined to get it right. The hero carefully captures a sneaky bad guy without hurting him, because they need him alive. Another character asks if he's okay, and the hero explains if they catch one bad guy, he might tell them where the rest of the evil crew is hiding. It's like finding a clue to solve a bigger mystery. Oh, something went wrong and everything started getting chaotic. It was like when you're building a tower of blocks and one wobbles and they all fall down. The characters are caught off guard and now they have to figure out what to do next. Ooh, everything is super messy here, like when you spill paint or toys are everywhere. A character notices the big chaos and feels worried, realizing things are way out of control. This moment is like when you realize you forgot to clean up before mom comes home, but way more intense. In this scene, A hero is talking about doing their best to solve a big problem the Empire is up to no good, and they need clues to stop them. They promise to fight every villain in the Empire's way, not for revenge, but to stop a dangerous war and protect the good guys' hard work. When they joke about getting paid, someone laughs and says, "You're getting paid, all right," hinting they'll follow the hero's plan. The hero's determined to uncover secrets, even if it's tough, and the group is about to team up for the mission. This cool character just showed off a super fancy vehicle they got from a sneaky space boss called an Imperial Commandant. They took it for a spin and think it's way better than the money they get for catching a baddie. Now they're talking about a secret mission to find a missing hero named Commander Coin who no one has seen in ages and might even be gone forever. The mystery is just getting started. In the Mandalorian a tough warrior named Din gets a tricky mission. A gang of big, greedy aliens called the Hutts ask him to rescue their nephew, Rod, who's being held captive by another bad gang on a faraway planet. The Hutts promise they know where someone Din is looking for, but they won't say where unless he helps them first. Din isn't sure if it's a good idea, because he only helped bad guys before, but the Hutts are desperate. They say Rod is super important, the only kid of a super scary crime boss named Jabba. Din agrees to hear them out, even though he's worried it's a trap. In this scene, a character used to work for dangerous, slimy creatures called the Hutts, but now a new boss is telling them they have to take a job they don't want to do. The bossy bosses them to get on a spaceship and even offers to let them fly it this time. But the character is still nervous and says, "I didn't say yes!" Not sure if they should trust their new boss or not. In a tense conversation, a character reminds another that they didn't refuse a choice, hinting at a difficult decision. Then they mention a girl named She might look mysterious or tough, but she's actually kind and honest. The scene feels like a secret being shared, like when someone proves they're not what they seem. In a super cool car called the DeLorean, Marty arrives in a big burst of smoke and light. An older version of Doc, who looks a bit grumpy, starts touching weird buttons on the car's dashboard. Marty yells, "Wait, don't press those! Those are time travel buttons!" If Doc messes up, he might send the car and maybe himself spinning through time like a cosmic go-kart. Big tension, little mistakes could mean big problems. A spaceship called Razor Crest is arriving on a planet. The pilot announces they're there by invitation of two important people called the Twins. This means the Twins invited them here, so they should be allowed in. The team is sneaking into a heavily guarded area, but they were told it's safe to enter. When they arrive, they're shocked to see giant security machines and a tricky robot that's been hiding in plain sight. Just kidding, maybe not shocked, but the place is super defended, and the robot was a sneaky surprise. The people here are really obsessed with keeping things secure. Missing robot. For thousands of years, a group of warriors used to solve their problems with big fights and loud battles. But now, a new leader named decides to stop the fighting, even when others are scared of change. The other members act confused, but they slowly start to listen and follow this new way of peace. In this movie's scene, the main characters are in a tricky situation where the people hosting them might not be as friendly as they seem. Someone warns the group that even though they're guests at a big event, there's actually hidden danger because the hosts are using sneaky tricks to keep power. The mood turns serious as everyone realizes they can't fully trust those around them, and they need to stay alert to protect themselves. It's like being at a party, but figuring out someone might try to play a mean prank. In this scene, a brave character is standing up to someone powerful by saying they work for the New Republic a team trying to keep the galaxy safe. They tell another person they know where to find Commander Coin a sneaky enemy leader wanted by the New Republic. Then, they share some sad news. The person's nephew Radha has been captured by the bad guys. Now, instead of just obeying orders, they're trying to use their new mission to rescue someone they love. It's like when you need to team up with others, but are also fighting for a friend in trouble. In this scene, two friends are trying to figure out what a mysterious new character looks like. One asks, "Do you have a picture?" to help them imagine his face, while the other jokes about describing him like a detective drawing a suspect. They're playful and curious, setting up a fun moment where they'll later meet the person they're talking about. In this part of the movie, a character promises to help another by saving their nephew. They're traveling in a spaceship near a place called the Shikari system and are getting ready to jump into regular space. A serious character warns them that they're in an area where the New Republic, like a space government, can't control what happens next. This hints that the mission might be risky and they are entering dangerous territory. In this scene, a brave hero is getting ready to face a dangerous challenge. They can't ask for backup help like a fancy space fighter, so they rely on their special armor. They explain that the armor needs to feel tight enough to stay put, but not so tight that it hurts or slows them down. The hero adjusts their gear, makes sure it's just right, and gets set to protect themselves in the action ahead. Shield sparkles. In the movie, a character named Seb is told to go to his special workroom called an office. Someone says it's time for him to be there, so he heads inside. This might be where an important part of the story begins. In a cozy diner, a character asks for a flat meat fry to share with the younger one they brought along. When they mention the black meat fried, their mouths drop open. This is no ordinary food. The chef seems proud of their unusual menu, and the group can't wait to try these strange, crispy treats. It feels like lunch is becoming a wild and exciting journey. In this scene, two characters are trying to trade some space money called credits for information. One says they need help finding a cabin, but a nervous stranger warns them not to say a certain name *Reta* because it's dangerous. They bicker about whether the information is worth the money, and when the stranger says they won't tell the name, they get angry and storm off. Just as they leave, a new character whispers the name *Reta*, hinting there's a big secret or joke coming soon. It feels like a sneaky deal gone wrong. Reta the Hutt is a really scary and bad character that everyone talks about. He's a big, ugly creature who does mean things. People are afraid of him because he's known for being a real monster. In this scene, two characters are talking about a mysterious man named Lord Janu, who's the boss of a powerful group that controls faraway places called the Moons of Shikari. One character is confused about who to pay, and the other just sits quietly starting to eat food offered to him. The conversation hints at a tricky situation where they owe money to this dangerous leader. Even though one character doesn't speak, the tension in the room shows they're all worried about what happens if they don't pay up. A boy named Grogu was taken care of by someone who gave him food, money, and training. But really, it was like being kept in a cage. Now, Grogu is finally going to be free after one more big event. He's going to make enough money to be rich and not owe anyone. Someone yells for Grogu to heal, and then he says, "Don't worry, I'm not my father." Then a character asks, "You know how hard it is to be your own man when your father is Jabba the Hutt?" Setting up a big moment about freedom and family. In a busy space arena, a brave warrior named Djarin fights to win the crowd's cheers not for glory, but to prove he's more than just someone's shadow. After battling in the pits, he confidently asks where to find the mysterious Lord Janu, determined to take charge of his own story. "I don't need to be rescued," he declares, showing he's ready to be the hero of his own journey, even if it means clashing with tricky Mandalorians. The crowd loves him, and for the first time, he's the one leading the way. Milky crossed. A man is worried because a powerful leader named Mandalore didn't show up to meet him. He's trying to track down another boss called Lord Janu, but someone else gets angry and yells at him to stop saying that name. The man pleads for his life, saying he has 12 kids to protect and only pays money to stay safe in a dangerous place. He admits he's scared of these leaders, but doesn't know exactly who takes the money or where it goes, just that strangers keep showing up to collect. The scene starts with a character moving around to different places, including a salt bar under a station called Corbin. He's not there for information, he's there to help a friend by paying his tab, like a debt or a bill. He speaks like he's trying to avoid getting too deep into trouble, keeping things light and low-key. This gives us a quick look into how he lives always on the move, helping where he can, but staying careful not to get caught. A character is talking to Lord Janu, saying they might have messed up something important. They're not sure if they actually know who they think they do, and maybe they're confusing their memories. It feels like a big, tricky problem is unfolding. A person walks into a strange place and says they're not there for salt, which the people inside say is only allowed in small amounts. The visitor asks about shoulder candy, and the others hint they are trapped or in danger, saying they look pretty in a cage. The visitor insists they must see a leader named Lord Janu, sounding serious and determined. It feels like they are in a world with strict rules and hidden secrets. "That means you did something really brave and tough today," someone says, sounding proud. A character just went through a big challenge and came out stronger. This moment shows they've proven themselves and are respected for it. It's like when someone finishes a really hard race and everyone cheers for them. It's a proud and exciting time in the story. Janu tells someone to go to the back and pick out a special crystal, then asks the boys to clean up while making sure no pets are left behind. She gives a small crystal as an example and shares that in her world, salt is nothing special, but where they are now, it's really valuable because it's something people don't get much of. This shows that where Janu is from has different rules and values. In a gritty arena where fighters battle for prizes, the Mandalorian talks to a pit boss named **B2***. Mando says he wants to buy the freedom of an imprisoned fighter, but B2 offers him a deal instead. Join the arena's team and get lots of salt, a valuable currency. Mando, who usually avoids fights, stays calm and cleverly negotiates. B2 senses Mando is hiding something, but respects his skills. Tension builds as they consider whether to trust each other or walk away. Jabba the Hutt, a big, greedy alien, is talking to someone about a dangerous fight. He's offering money in exchange for a contract that forces a Rodian man to fight one last time. Jabba has been training the Rodian for ages for this big match. He says the fight is against the scariest creature ever, a deadly monster called the Djarin, and warns that the Rodian will for sure die fighting it. But instead of just telling him, he gives the money to someone else, like a gift just in case the Rodian dies during the fight. It sounds like a deadly game with no winners. In the land of Shikari, a leader-named character offers a big reward to a tough warrior wearing cool silver armor. He says people there love watching exciting fights, and they'll pay a lot of money to see this warrior battle others. The leader says this deal can fix their problem and make them both super rich. The warrior thinks it over, knowing it could be a way to get what he needs but also a dangerous choice. It looks like talking isn't going to solve things. Someone just said they're going to have to do this the hard way, probably meaning they're getting ready for a fight or a big showdown. Tension is rising and action is about to start. A boy named Djarin is told he's going to have a final, dangerous fight. He's told it's not a regular match, it's a trap. Every time he wins, they'll send another fighter, and it won't stop until he dies. Djarin doesn't trust the person telling him this, because they might be working against him. He explains that his aunt and uncle want him gone because he's the true prince, and they're jealous. But he doesn't want to be king like his cruel father. When he first started fighting, people even cheered for him to lose. Now everything is about to change. In a big, dusty arena on a faraway planet, a young man named Anakin races fast machines to prove he's brave and strong. People once hated him just because his dad was a scary crime boss named Jabba the Hutt. But when Anakin wins the race, the crowd cheers and starts to respect him. He says, "I'm not my dad, I am me," and promises to fight only when he must to protect what's his. Suddenly, some guards run in shouting he's back, as the scene ends with tension. In the middle of a tense forest battle, our hero is feeling worn out after fighting a giant. A sneaky villain appears and laughs, then you're in for a long day. Fear flashes on the hero's face as the bad guys close in, ready to test their strength and willpower. In a bustling jungle, a brave explorer named Tim spots a shimmering blue butterfly. "Yeah, I got this," he shouts, determined to catch it. He climbs a log, dodges vines, and finally scoops the butterfly in a net, beaming with pride and excitement. In the movie, a character named Vix is trying to help someone escape a dangerous place. They're rushing to get out, so Vix says they'll find a car or vehicle to make their escape easier. The scene feels exciting and urgent, like a big adventure where staying safe is the main goal. Vix is determined to protect their friend and get them to safety quickly. In the movie, our hero, Max, is racing through a magical maze with glowing walls. They find a door that slams shut behind them, and they realize they can't turn back, like when you're on a roller coaster and it starts moving. Max feels nervous but determined, knowing they have to keep going forward to solve the next puzzle. The clock is ticking, and every choice could lead to victory or a tricky dead end. Alright, hold on tight. One crew member is trying to speed through space using a warp jump, called hyperspace, but another character is scared and asks where they're going. The pilot says they're heading to a swamp planet called Nalhutta to meet a big, mean slug lord named Jabba. They joke the old spaceship might shake like a roller coaster during the ride. Meanwhile, a character like You Might Be says their parents were afraid of their powerful dad and always treated them unfairly. Family drama and space shenanigans. Milky Way. The bad guys think the main character is a threat because he knows too much, so they want him gone. He asks someone to let him go, saying he can disappear in the big galaxy and never bother them again. But the person helping him says they were hired to bring him in. In a surprising twist, the main character reveals he's actually working for the good guys, the New Republic, not the villains. He even says he'll give them the location of a dangerous old Imperial officer in exchange, and the person helping him is actually named Janu. A person is trying to convince someone else that a man named Janu Coin is the one they're looking for. They say Janu used to work for the Empire and that the Hutts are going to give him over. Another person doesn't believe them, saying the twins would have mentioned Janu before. They argue, and the person trying to convince them says if they don't act now, it might be too late. The conversation gets intense as the bounty hunter challenges the other to tell if they're lying. In this scene, Some friends are talking about Shano Coin's home, which is super protected by lots of stormtroopers. Those are the big, scary soldiers from the bad guys' army. One character worries out loud. There are so many of them inside, it's like a whole army. Another agrees and says if they really want to go in and stop Shano, they'll need a lot of help from their allies. Their voices show they're nervous, but determined to plan something risky. Commander John Yukoin is giving strict orders to his soldiers. He wants everyone watching the starport and searching for 2 missing people. He tells them to pressure the mayor and stop all air traffic until the task is done. To be safe, he insists on patrolling the city in full armor to catch the dangerous Mandalorian warriors. Later, a New Republic official tries to arrest him for his actions, but Yukoin refuses, claiming they have no authority. He's ready to fight anyone who gets in his way. Oh, 2 characters are trying to fly a spaceship, but they're both stuck. One says they don't know how to fly, and the other is too big to fit into the little driver's seat. They're both nervous and trying to figure out what to do next, but it's a tricky problem. Maybe they'll find a way to fix it together. Rocket grinning. Scene recap : Oh no! Grogu has to help fix a big spaceship panel, but it's tricky. He's told not to touch certain buttons like the ones that could make missiles go boom . There's a special fuel display he needs to find, but he looks nervous. Will he mess up? A safety guard blocks the dangerous button view. Keep going : The grown-up worries Grogu doesn't know what he's doing, but maybe he'll save the day. Tiny hands plus big buttons equals adventure. Why it matters : This is the part where Grogu proves he's smart or causes a space meltdown. You'll see. Whoa, it's time to run away super fast. A friend is yelling because there are dangerous people chasing others with guns, and now they're aiming at you too. You have to move quickly to stay safe and help your friends escape before anyone gets hurt. In a bumpy spaceship, a pilot is in big trouble. Things are shaking, and they need to escape the planet's gravity fast. Their friend is working on the engine, but the ship is old and creaky. The pilot yells for them to rip out a part to make the engines go faster, even though it hurts. Their friend groans but agrees, tearing out a glowing piece to boost power and rocket them into space. In this scene, a grown-up and a child are getting into a car. The grown-up reminds the child to buckle their seatbelt, saying it's important to stay safe while driving. The child listens carefully, making sure everything is ready for the trip ahead. It's a quick, cozy moment about grown-up rules and feeling secure during a drive. In this scene, someone notices a big building isn't just a regular hut, but something much trickier. Imperial Commander John Yukoin, a powerful leader, Chinese letter captured and accused of hiding secrets. He demands a lawyer, but the others are angry because he broke a deal with the twins to find their friend Rada. They reveal a magical tarot card clue that was supposed to lead them to Rada, but Coin has a different plan and it's time to see who he brought instead. Big tension here as secrets start spilling. In this scene, characters are talking about betrayal. A person is accused of helping someone, then turning against them to get money from both sides. The hut's big, slimy space slug bosses get angry because someone hurt their family. The twins are extra mad and keep holding on to old grudges. One character says they tried to get a big reward for capturing someone named Djarin, but it looks like the twins will lose out on a big payment for their cousin. So be it means they don't care anymore. They're done trying to profit from this fight. Point is, people are all being spiteful in space. Milky Way rocket. The scene ends with Djarin, also known as Mando, stepping in to help save a friend. Things got a little out of control, and now he's deciding to take a step back to rethink his next move. He gives credit to another hero for doing a great job, and the story seems ready to take a short pause before the next big adventure. The big fix! The characters are busy fixing their spaceship in a secret hangar. One of them found a special tool called a restrictor plate which is like a speed bump built into the engine. They remove it to make the ship go faster. There are 3 more of these plates to take out, and they're counting down to see if everything will work after this big upgrade. Fingers crossed! Sparkles. A person is excitedly working on a powerful car or machine, trying to make it zoom super fast. They tell another person, I need to cut out parts that are slowing her down and fix anything that's not working right. While they work, someone yells *K! And another shouts *Keel. Stay! Maybe trying to keep them calm. The first person explains they clean the fuel lines and want to remove engine parts that block speed, so the machine can run as fast as it can. It feels urgent and mechanical, like they're racing against time to make their ride the fastest one ever. Automobile dashing. Okay, let's see. Someone is letting a kid go off by himself, telling him to play nice. Another grown-up says not to worry and that the little boy will be okay. Then someone else shows up with stuff from the kitchen without asking, and they explain that when they were the same age, they had to take care of themselves. It sounds like a moment where everyone is a bit nervous, but trying to make things seem safe. The kid might be in a new or tricky situation, and the grown-ups are remembering what it was like to be alone as a child. In this scene, an adult is giving advice to someone younger. They say, "You didn't turn out half bad," meaning they're proud of how the younger person has grown, even if life hasn't been perfect. The adult explains they called another adult, the gun runner, to help them hide and stay safe because some dangerous twins will be searching for them. They urge the younger character to move quickly and stay one step ahead of the twins to avoid trouble. In this scene, a big, strong person named Mando is saying goodbye to a small friend they call Little Guy. They traded something important to stay safe, like a secret deal. Mando promises to be careful and protect their friend's family, while the little guy makes him a promise too. They part ways, both worried, but trusting each other to stay safe. It's like when friends swap toys, but know they'll protect the ones they care about most. Person male dash and shield. In this scene, a character finds some snacks, but decides to wait to eat them until after dinner. They pack the extra food away, showing they want everyone to enjoy their meal first. It's a small moment that hints at patience and thinking about the future. Maybe someone like a parent or a thoughtful kid says this to keep things fair. In this part of the movie, a character hears a noise and realizes someone sneaky is outside. To stay hidden, they tiptoe under the floorboards and crouch down tight. It's super quiet, and they hold their breath because if the person outside finds them, big trouble could follow. No problem at all. If you share the subtitles or describe the movie scene you'd like me to explain, I'll turn it into a fun and easy-to-follow recap for a young child. Let me know what's next. Clapperboard. In this scene, a tough crime boss named Accuso is talking about a deal gone wrong. He's mad someone isn't paying him, and he guesses a big bad crime group called the Huts might be behind it. He vows to make sure they pay or face big trouble, hinting he's not afraid to fight them. The tension here is high money, gangs, and tricky deals loom big. In this scene, a brave character named Max stands in front of some old wooden huts, looking uneasy. The huts seem creepy and dark, maybe hiding something scary. Max whispers, "They're there," not a good sign, showing they're nervous, as if the huts could be a danger or a bad memory they're facing. Oh no! The boy is in big trouble because something huge and sneaky is hiding inside his body. A brave team of heroes has to track him down and save him before it's too late because the baby sibling is in danger. They're running out of time, and the boy's big, strong friend is way too heavy to carry. Will they make it in time? Let's find out! In this scene, a brave hero named Mando is hiding inside the big belly of a massive robot ship. As the ship zooms through space, Mando tries to stay quiet and not get caught. But the robot starts to sense something's wrong and Mando's in big trouble if they find him. It's like a space adventure game of hide and seek. Robot sparkles. Wow, look at that huge bug. It's giant and terrifying. A little kid sees it and gets super scared asterisk. Oh my gosh, it's a baby bug asterisk, but that doesn't make it any less creepy. The story reaches a Chinese letter moment, and it feels like everything is about to change. A character is told, "Now you must pay," which means they'll have to face the consequences of their actions. This line adds tension and sets up what's coming next in the story. In a galaxy far away, a group of Mandalorians, space warriors with cool armor, are arguing over a super valuable metal called Mandalorian steel. A character named Djarin, a Mandalorian too, is in trouble because he let an enemy see his face, which breaks their strict creed rules. They call him shamed and say he's ruined his family's honor. But then a daring fight breaks out. The big idea? If Din dies in the battle, he won't live to be shamed, so he's fighting for survival and his pride. Story time. This is a big moment where cool helmets and space battles meet deep honor rules. Narrator voice in this scene, the wicked Mr. Mom is taunting Rango with cruel plans. He says watching Rango's spirit crumble will bring them so much sad joy, like a mean laugh. Mr. Mom blames Rango for Raka's big trouble, accusing him of betraying the group even though Rango's the one who's been through tough stuff too. Face screaming in fear, but he's being tricky. He's trying to make Rango feel weak, comparing him to a fragile little green chameleon, hinting he won't last in this wild, dry world. Still, Rango keeps surprising everyone, showing he's braver and tougher than he seems. Cactus flexed. Grogu is told that the person who protects him will one day leave forever, and he'll have to face big problems alone. A mean voice says it's time for him to start dealing with hard, scary moments. This makes things feel dangerous and sad for Grogu. A character just saw something super surprising, maybe a big flash of light, or a giant creature jumping out, or even a magical trick. Means something exciting, scary, or cool just happened that caught them off guard. They might be in awe or maybe a little shocked. Let's see what they do next. In Zootopia Judy Hopps is super excited to reach the top of a big building where she thinks she'll find some lost otters. But when she finally gets there and spots one, the otter is terrified and hides in a tiny ball, shouting AHH. Because something really scary is happening to him. It's the opposite of the happy reunion she hoped for. In this scene, a brave hero named Vader is fighting in a big battle. During the fight, Vader gets hurt really badly when an enemy hits them with a sword. Vader falls to the ground holding their arm, and looks like they might not be able to continue. Their friends see this and rush to help, worried about Vader's safety. This moment makes everyone realize how serious the battle has become. Note, names and context adapted to match the example style, as Vader Postava appeared untranslatable or contextual. In this scene, a character is told with a serious tone, Chuba Hordo will not meet you. It sounds like someone important. Chuba Hordo has decided to stay away, maybe because of a big secret or a dangerous plan. The person hearing this feels shocked and worried, like their hopes just got crushed. The message creates suspense. What did they expect from Chuba? Why is the meeting now cancelled? The camera lingers on their troubled face, hinting this bad news could change everything. Meet Droida a robot learning to act like a human. They promise to use their hands for good and leave their robot weapons alone. But when a scary villain named Bala shows up, Droida's heart races while they control their powers or let the chaos explode. High aerobic collision. Someone says, I can't fit into that thing, trying to squeeze into a small spaceship or pod. But the other person insists, you have to leave now. They're in a hurry because danger is coming, maybe guards or a huge problem. One is worried, the other is panicking to escape. Will they find a way to get out in time? This scene feels super Chinese letter very tense. Movie camera. In this tense scene, one character reassures their friend they're not alone, promising to protect them from danger. Flex biceps. They urge the other to run quickly out of harm's way while they stay behind to face whatever's coming. The bravery here is clear. They're risking their own safety to keep their friend secure. Footprints fire. In this gentle moment, someone says a soft, sad goodbye to a young child, like the end of a big story. Their words feel warm but full of tears, as if they're letting go of something precious. It's the kind of goodbye that leaves your heart a little heavy but maybe ready for something new. In the movie, a big, tough fish confronts a little fish, guessing the little one stole his food. The big fish isn't from this area and teasingly calls him small, warning him to be careful. He says the little fish looks like part of the lowest group in the Nile, hinting he's not someone to mess with. The scene feels tense, like a grown-up scolding a kid for doing something sneaky. A man is talking to someone, and he's acting like he already knows who they are. He mentions something called the Hutts, which sounds really dangerous. He's warning them that the Hutts are very scary and could even swallow people up if they're not careful. He wants the person to leave quickly. It feels like something bad is about to happen. A kid is trying to stop someone from taking their pet fish, shouting, "Hey, don't touch my fish!" Then another character named Hunter says, "You have a partner," which probably means they're not alone in this adventure. The kid is confused or upset, maybe realizing there's more to this situation than they thought. It's a tense moment where friendship or teamwork might be about to change everything. In this part of the movie, after escaping from some tricky twin characters, a group of friends is in big trouble because their teammates were bitten by a magical snake called a dragon snake. The creature's venom made them really sick, almost like they're trapped in a deep sleep. A kind character gives someone a special vial of medicine to try and help one last chance to save their friends. But they're warned it might not work, and their buddy could still fall asleep forever. The team has to decide if they keep fighting to save them or just make sure they're comfortable while they wait. Lotion snake crying. Alright, let's break it down. Clapperboard. In this sweet moment, a kind character gives an encouraging farewell to a young hero, letting them know it's time to start their big adventure. They're feeling a little sad, but super excited for what's next, and the hug and heartfelt words send off the journey with a warm, hopeful wave. Hugging sparkles. The story centers on a group of young people who take care of the older ones because the planet is in danger. They say, this is the way, like a rule they follow to protect their people. Now, someone asks if they can finally leave the planet to find safety. Maybe they've been waiting a long time to escape. It feels urgent and full of hope for a better future. The story is talking about someone who is moving a person named Radha using a special weapon. This person is called a gun runner, which means they deal with weapons and dangerous things. Finding out who this person is could be really important for what happens next in the story. Imagine you're in a secret room with glowing lights and colorful books. A curious kid named Sam finds a big, hidden door in their castle. When they open it, they gasp because there's a magical forest full of talking animals and candy trees. Sam whispers, "What is this place?" And a wise owl explains it's a magical world only brave kids can see. Sam's eyes get super wide, and they can't wait to explore. Glowing star. They find a spaceship to escape the planet, which could give them a breather and feel safe for a little while. But the Hutt's a scary, powerful group are still out to get them, just like they hunted Radha before. The character knows running isn't a permanent fix, but it might be their best chance to regroup and figure out how to keep fighting. Tension builds as they realize the real danger isn't over, it's just starting. In the movie, two friends, Max and Kayla, are trapped in a spooky tower with a ticking clock. When Max asks, "So do we run?" they realize they're out of time and must sprint for their lives. A giant, furious robot is chasing them, thundering down the stairs. They dart through magical traps and dodging flames as the robot's loud roars shake the walls. With hearts pounding, they leap through the tower's exit just as the whole place explodes behind them. Glowing fire. In this scene, a tiny little dog bravely walks up to a bigger dog, wagging its tail with curiosity. The bigger dog looks surprised but starts to sniff the little one, trying to get to know their new tiny friend. They both tilt their heads, as if asking, "Who are you?" And it feels like the start of an adorable friendship. Paw Prince. "Come on," someone says, probably to get another person to move faster or try harder. It's a short but excited line, like they're urging a friend to keep going in a race or to take a chance. This moment feels important, like something big is about to happen. It's time to say goodbye. The characters part ways, each going their own way after everything they went through. There's a quiet moment filled with emotion as they leave, knowing they'll always remember their journey together. The story takes a big, unexpected turn as someone finally sees the main character's real face for the first time. This moment feels important and full of emotion, like something in the story is finally being revealed. It's a big deal for the character and the people watching the movie, too. This could mean trust is broken, or maybe something exciting is about to happen. The hero is in big trouble as the bad guy says, "It's time to die," which means someone is about to face a super scary moment. They're standing face to face, and it feels like a final showdown, like a game of asterisk you jump, I jump asterisk with no safety net. The hero has to be extra brave to survive and stop the villain from causing more trouble. Time to pick your challenge. Clapper sparkle. Yoganai is a big, scary gangster who loves to show off how tough he is. He probably tells everyone Cobra is the king of the bad guys and acts all-powerful. This scene sets up his role as a fierce henchman loyal to the villain, Cobra, who rules their world of crime. It's time for bed, and a little girl named Abba is asking her mother for a story. Her mother tucks her in and says goodnight, giving her a warm hug before turning off the light. Abba feels safe and loved as she slowly drifts off to sleep. Johnny is trying his very best to do something tricky, like a magic trick or a super fun game, but it's really hard. A kind friend keeps cheering him on, saying, "You can do it, Johnny," to help him feel brave and keep trying. Maybe Johnny's nervous, but with "ever you can do it," he gets more determined to give it another go. In this scene, a group of friends is trapped in a big, scary place and needs to escape quickly. One of them says, "We don't have much time," and they start running to find another exit. Someone points the way, and they all shout go, with urgency, rushing to safety before something dangerous catches them. The whole scene feels super exciting and nerve-wracking, like a race against time. In this scene, a hero named Mando is in big trouble because lots of bad guys are attacking him. His friends, the Adelphi squadron, come to help by flying their cool spaceships into the action. Mando tells them to fire everything at his exact spot, which means they shoot their weapons toward where he is to stop the bad guys. Even though it's confusing, they trust him and attack that area to save him. The battle is intense, and everyone is working hard to survive. In this part of the movie, a leader named Blue Leader tells his team to get ready to fight off enemies. He says they need to stick together and use their tools to protect each other. A teammate says they'll be safe again soon, encouraging everyone to be brave. Soon, angry enemy planes zoom toward them, and the team gets ready to fight. It's like a big, exciting air adventure. A big battle is about to start. Someone spots enemies zooming toward them with super fast, powerful lasers, and they warn the team, turbo lasers, up ahead. The crew braces for action, getting ready to defend themselves as the glowing energy blasts shoot closer. It's time to prepare for a fiery showdown. In this exciting part of the movie, a character is being chased by a baddie, so they shout, "Someone's right behind me." Then their friend jumps in to help, saying, "Don't worry, I've got you." Together, they work quickly to stop a big danger by getting rid of a special tube that could launch a powerful missile, saving the day before it's too late. Rocket collision. In the movie The Mandalorian some pilots are in a spaceship fighting bad guys. The ship is stuck in a tight spot, and they realize they have to jump out to escape. They shout warnings to their friend Mando, telling him to leap to safety. Even though the jump looks really high, they urge him to go. There's a big spaceship crashing nearby that could cause an explosion. In the end, they all jump into a swamp, just as the bomber lights up the whole area with a big blast of energy. It's super exciting and a bit scary. Everyone is searching high and low for a friend named Mando. Someone calls out, "Can anyone see him?" Just as the tension grows, another points and cheers. There they are. That helps the group locate Mando and get ready for the next part of their big adventure. Sam is told by an older person to throw out the trash. The older person seems tired of doing a lot of tough tasks and is frustrated that Sam took too long. They quickly tell Sam to get into the vehicle with them as they rush to head home. The scene shows them in a hurry, wrapping up their busy day. In this scene, a group of space adventurers is super confused and upset because things went really wrong. One of them, Mando, is angry because someone showed up that wasn't part of their plan. They discover two twins they trusted were secretly sneaking info to their enemies the whole time. The team feels betrayed, but they're determined to stick together and not abandon each other. One member even jokes about being a lone wolf, but the group stays united. Mando is talking to a friend about staying on a planet and helping the New Republic, a group that fights for peace. His friend says he might not fit in because he looks different, but Mando says he can borrow a cool uniform to blend in. Then they share a fun moment where Mando buys him a drink, and they promise to help each other out. It's a friendly scene where they team up. In this part, a character says, "Your dad's one of the good ones," meaning he's someone who helps others and does brave things. The dad is fighting bad guys while protecting his team, and everyone knows he's a hero who always tries to make the right choices. Even when it's hard, he stays strong, which makes people trust him and follow him in the adventure. Scene recap example : Max is hiding under a bush, holding a golden key he just found. His hands tremble as he looks at it. Narrator : Okay. So Max is super excited. This key is sparkly and looks important. He remembers his teacher said, "The right key opens the right door." Suddenly, he hears a scary growl, a monster. Max has to decide fast. Use the key to escape or face the monster. His heart's pounding. He runs toward a locked door, slides the key in, and it unlocks with a click. Narrator : He zooms to the door, turns the key, and click it opens. But guess what? The monster's right behind him. Is the door safe? Stay tuned. Scene ends with the door creaking open and Max's wide-eyed look.